Welcome, folks, to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Fort Hemingway, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where folks have been shouting "Hotty Toddy" since the very early hours today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Rebels will kick this deep to get us going. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Breaking free at the 35. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Gets into space at the 50. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
That's an important first down on that running play. The back's got it. Powers through. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football. And
Charge,
by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that previous play. They'll test the right side here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Running play called on 3rd and short. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the single back takes the handoff.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Ball handed off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
That's one of the more impressive drives that I've seen in a long time. They did not throw the football. And this running back got behind that big offensive line, just moved the ball all the way down the field, and then finally into the end zone. That is very discouraging for this defense.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner choosing to field this one. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're going to run it. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Third down play for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Out of the gun now on third down. The ball is loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. They'll try the jet sweep here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Send the back in motion. Got space looking for the end zone here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Automatic in the PAT. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Rebels offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And the single back takes the handoff. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Important second down play coming up. There's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Rebels pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Finds his man and moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Taking a shot here.
That was
He's got some room and some blockers here. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense adds 6 interception returns. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick-6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the running back takes the handoff, and they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris. Because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
And the Rebels have 1st and 10 here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the wide out. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And now the running back's got it again. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed. He was able to take it to the end zone.
Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 14, set to kick this one away.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And a powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to begin the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 20. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Second down coming up.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. The quarterback keeps the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off the scramble.
Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
1st down and 10 now. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Spinning out of the tackle. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
I just noticed.
Here's the handoff.
He was goal line play the whole game.
And a huge game.
Makes sense.
Forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
That makes sense.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Michigan 28, Ole Miss 7.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown continues. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Single back, takes the handoff. Fights off a defender. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. He flips it to the back across the middle. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I think the quarterback felt he had an opportunity to get the running back out in space, but a great job by the defense. He had nowhere to go.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Tries to get it to the running back. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Pressure is coming. There's contact on the throw. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And they'll take a knee as the clock moves into the final minute of play. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback will take a knee. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this